Getting to the heart of the matter. Back to Guy, Ben, and Frank with more Inside the News.
Welcome back to Inside the News. Glad to have you with us all across the country on our affiliates. Join us. You're watching us on our YouTube channel, and if you're not, you can join us there. Go to YouTube, and the channel's name is WBV Inside the News. We have a podcast on SoundCloud, WBV Inside the News as well. You can join us there or go to our website, itnradio.com. Frank Vernuccio can be found at usagovpolicy.com. Ben Brunson can be found at benbrunson.com and amazon.com. Okay, Frank, let's get Biden is out of the basement, but that was only a one-day reprieve, and I don't know if that really helped him much or not. What do you think?
I don't think it helped him much because he still looks shell-shocked in terms of any interview he's giving. He still has to prove himself. Now, he had one piece of luck in a very bizarre and unfortunate way, actually. Andrew Cuomo was being touted by many as a probable replacement for Joe Biden at a contested convention. However, with the scandal of Cuomo's terrible decision in the nursing homes, which caused so many deaths, Cuomo's star has fallen just a bit. So Biden is reaping the benefit of that. We'll see where it goes from here. Biden still is failing in just about every interview, including interviews with very friendly reporters. He has not made any progress whatsoever. He's also boxed himself into a corner with saying who he's going to, and he has to have a female vice presidential candidate. To some extent, that limits his options. Stacey Abrams, who of course ran for governor of Georgia, is pushing very hard to be that candidate. If she doesn't get it, she is threatening to basically pull black support from Biden. That could be a real problem. Biden also made a significant faux pas when he told Charlemagne the Great, a radio reporter, a radio host, that if you don't vote for Joe Biden, quote, you ain't black. That offended a number of black voters, including a colleague of ours who does a great radio show out in Chicago, Charlie Butler. Joe commits one faux pas after the other. Something has to give with him. Otherwise, frankly, he's toast.
You know something, Ben? Frank made some excellent points there that Biden has boxed himself in the corner saying, I'm going to have a woman as a vice presidential nominee with him to run, for the presidency. That's one. And then Cuomo totally has messed up his chances, or the Democrats have. And Andrew Cuomo's brother Chris is not helping him on CNN. He thinks he's doing a little cheeky type of thing, this is my brother, blah, blah, blah. But what's happening in the long term is that he's actually hurting his chances by having these 4-foot giant swabs coming in there next to his brother. What do you think about that, Ben?
Well, frankly, watching those two do interviews together has become quite embarrassing. And I'm sure I'm not alone in that reaction. It is painful to watch. Chris Cuomo should not be interviewing his brother. Chris Cuomo clearly has very serious personal issues when it comes to his interaction with his brother that come out in spades on these interviews. And neither one is benefiting by those two having their sessions together, which have become quite painful and laughable. When it comes to Joe Biden and his now infamous "you ain't black" comment to Charlemagne the God, it is the same type of comment he has done for years, and he thinks he is one of the homies from the block when he interacts with black people and black interviewers, and he has done this for a long time. It goes back to his comment years ago about, they're going to put y'all back in chains type of comment. And he speaks freely. It comes from this absolutely condescending view that he can say whatever he wants. And he assumes that he owns the black vote in this country. And he's going to do whatever, and it's in his back pocket. I think he's going to be awoken to a big surprise, because I think Donald Trump is going to do historically very, very well with the black vote in this November versus what Republicans traditionally do, which is terrible. I think Trump will be in the 15 to 20% or more range among black voters, because a lot of black voters have woken up to the fact that they have been taken for granted by the Democratic Party. It's an age-old issue. And in fact, a lot of Democratic policies are really bad for Black America. And you can look no further than charter schools and the issues of most Black parents would love to take their kids out private school and have the money, the government money, follow them to that private school, which is easy enough to administer, easy to do. It's, of course, the teachers' unions that have fought that for years and years and own the Democratic Party on that issue. And there are plenty of issues that fall into that category. And I think Donald Trump has done a pretty good job at reaching out to Black America to say, hey, look, I'm not going to pander to you and condescend you, but I'm going to offer real solutions that hopefully you will explore. And, you know, as he likes to say, what do you have to lose? Because voting Democratic down the line has not been resulted in the best outcome for Black America.
Frank, Biden seems to have this feeling that there's an entitlement, that I'm entitled to the Black vote. I don't have to work for your Black vote. And because I'm a Democrat, that you have to give me your vote here. And I find that wrong. And I am not Black, but at the same time, if I were Black, I would say, wait a minute, you have to earn my vote. This is not an entitlement thing. You just don't automatically get my vote. And I can see why that they're somewhat upset by these comments, Frank.
Let me add one other issue to the many that Ben pointed out. The issue of illegal immigration is a huge one in the Black community. The Black community has seen illegal immigration as a major problem to them. Donald Trump has been on the same side of the Black community against illegal immigration. That is going to be an extraordinary issue. There are two ways that I think Trump will prosper with the Black vote in the coming election. One, he will get a higher percentage of Black voters than any of his Republican predecessors. But two, a number of Blacks who don't like what the Democratic Party has been doing, particularly with illegal immigration, but might not like Donald Trump either, are going to not vote on the top of the ticket line. They will vote for governors, council members, mayors, and so forth. But if they don't like Donald Trump, but still don't like Joe Biden, they will not vote at all on the presidential line. That is as good as an extra vote for Donald Trump because the Democratic Party depends heavily on minority support.
We're going to talk about the Durham case and all, but that's going to go longer than we have because we've only got about another 30 seconds or so in this segment. But coming up, we're going to be talking about NASA and the manned launch, which is scheduled for the Wednesday of the week that this show is being taped on, and we're all excited about it. And I went down there; it's on total lockdown. And I know that Frank's our resident space guy, and Ben and I, we want to be the resident space guys, but Frank beat us to it. You can find Frank at usagovpolicy.com. He's with the American Analysis of News and Media. Ben Brunson, he's the author of the Falstaff, Enigma, and Esther Sling. You can find Ben's books at Amazon.com and BenBrunson.com. All of us you can find at ITNradio.com. We're going to take a time out. We'll be back.
You're listening to Wehman, Brunson, and Vernuccio, Inside the News.